I think when you look at those two games, you kind of say to yourself, well, what do they want to be and how do they choose to attack Washington this year? And so one of the things that I kind of started thinking about when you're watching film is like they've brought in Paulson Adebo, they brought in that new safety from Miami, and do they kind of say we can play more man coverage and be more aggressive in terms of line movement and pressure stuff on first and second down to create third and longs and put you in a bind and then play the coverage structures we want and get that kind of cheetah speed, elite pass rushing group on the field where they've got Abdul Carter lined up over the guard, Brian Burns over the tackle, Kayvon Tippett over the tackle with Dexter Lawrence at the three tech or at the shade. Maybe that's kind of the direction you go. Because again, when you look at history of this team, of the Commanders since Jay Daniels been here, the teams that have really been able to stick it to them defensively, play a lot of man, they win with 4, and have the Giants made enough additions this offseason to do that, I think is the question that I would be kind of milling around as we head into week 1.
It would seem intuitive to me, with them having one of the best fronts that Washington's going to play all season, that if they can't do it with 4, who can? That's kind of my thought, right? That's why you draft Abdul Carter at the top of the board. Brian Burns, they gave up, more than Washington did for a Laramie Tunsil or a Deebo Samuel. Like, he was their marquee splash acquisition. Dexter Lawrence is one of the best defensive tackles in the league. So just intuitively, it would feel like that's the strategy,